YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Real Good Doty coming at y'all with another amazing video. Before I get started on today's video, make sure you click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're only the second day into the new year. So I know a lot of y'all have written down y'all's goals. If not, hey, you still got time. But today's video is my 2023 goals. And I'm very excited to go off the list and let you know what my goals are for this year. So the first goal that I have is have a better relationship with God. And the reason being is because I've been through a lot in life. And during certain times, I've prayed. And God has helped me get through those hard times. I remember in 2019, I almost lost my mom to a car accident. She ended up rear-ending someone because the guy ended up brake checking her, and she ended up breaking her neck, and she had to have surgery, but her neck swelled up during surgery, so they had to put a tube down her throat for about, I would say, 72 hours, so she wasn't able to talk. And it was very, very scary because I remember the first day out of surgery, either first or second day out of surgery, her heart rate went a little bit up, but it wasn't anything life-threatening or anything. And she had a bunch of pretty much interns that were, pretty much keeping track of her, and they overreacted and made the situation a lot worse than it really should have been. Because they just made her a little uncomfortable, and it caused her to have anxiety. When you have anxiety, your heart rate goes up. So her heart rate went up, and I was a little freaked out because at the end of the day, it's a psychological thing, because it's like you got a tube down your throat, so it's very uncomfortable. So you could literally psych yourself out and end up choking, and it could be very, very bad. But luckily, my mom was in good spirits with God, and God ended up helping her push through it. And that whole time, I was there praying, and she ended up texting me, letting me know, hey, the tube's out my throat, I'm good, I'm breathing. So that was a sign of relief. So like I said, God has helped me through that. Number 2, be a better father. As most of y'all know, I am a father. My daughter is 5 years old. And I could, be a better parent. But I really want to hone in on being a better father this year. It's time that, I just be better. Because a lot of times I've been a little selfish with my kid. I've kind of bought things for myself. And it's time that I, start buying her things before I buy me things. And I know a lot of y'all saying, well, you should have been doing that. Yeah, you're right. I should have. But this year and for the rest of my life, my goal is to be a better father. Because it's hard, especially as an African American, and I'm not trying to pull a race card, but I'm speaking from my standpoint. A lot in with our race is a lot of fathers aren't there, either because, they just don't want to be in their child's life, or sometimes the mother ends up pushing the father away and he doesn't have enough funds to take her to court. So it's easy for him to just end up, giving her what she wants and not being in a child's life, and that sucks. That's very unfortunate. But unfortunately, I didn't have to go that route. But, for you fathers out there, be a better father. Number 3, get into the best shape of my life. What does that mean? It means get in the best shape of my life. I'm actually looking really lean right now. I do want to get a little bit more thicker. So I'm really, hitting back, my legs, my shoulders, my arms. Also want to get really ripped. So I've been cutting my carbs out at night. Been eating more white meat, like chicken, fish, more veggies, drink a lot of water, really cut out sugar. I really don't eat candy. The only time I eat candy is like organic candy, if anything. But I mainly just drink water, like a gallon a day. Like I got this bad boy right here, that I'm almost finished with. But yeah, definitely want to get in the best shape of my life, because it was weird, because this past year I was in a relationship and I wasn't really in good shape. I remember when me and her first started dating, I was like skinny, but I really wasn't hitting the gym hard. And it wasn't until August, that's when I started leaning out. And then I ended up just falling off. And then now, since I'm single, I really started hitting the gym hard November, and then all of last month, and then of course this month. And I'm actually really feeling really lean. I almost got a 6-pack, but I'm really excited because I'm already ahead of the game. But I can only go from here. I can only go from up, especially, already starting, become best shape of my life last year. But my goal is to be in the best shape of my life. Washboard abs, super beefy. But yeah, definitely. Number 4, learn to control my mind. Me learning to control my mind is very hard for me because my mind constantly wanders. I battle from depression at times, especially right now. I'm going through a very, very hard breakup. Tried to talk to my ex, wasn't having it. And it was heartbroken because the way she handled the situation was very toxic and showed me a lot of who she was as a person. And I'm trying to be able to control my mind, not to think about that, not to think about also negative thoughts with other things that I've encountered before. And I know it's easier said than done, but what I've been doing is meditation, prayer as well, and focusing on me. Because when I'm focusing on me, that allows me to focus on things that I want to do, and it helps me think positively instead of thinking about past experiences. So I really want to hone in on controlling my mind and just being disciplined and not allowing myself to go from one thing to another. So that's number 4. Number 5, get more money. I want to get more money because I want to be able to do the things I want to do, and I want to be financially stable. I don't want to just be living from check to check. I know I just got a new car, so I have to make payments on it. So I really want to get into stocks because that's where the money's at. I also want to get more active in selling clothes as well, like finding pieces that are going to go for a lot of money, and I can be able to get off my hands like that. Of course, keep selling shoes as well, but make sure that I can, make a profit off of it, because a lot of shoes nowadays that are really profitable are very hard to get for retail. So I definitely want to get more money this year. Number 6, I want to educate myself. I want to read more books, do more research, be better, just be smarter, because I want to put more videos out. So I want to be able to look up certain topics and educate myself on the topics, so I can be able to give y'all content to where I actually know what I'm talking about, instead of just stumbling over my words, or you know what I'm saying. So I really want to educate myself, because when you educate yourself, you're able to have better conversations with people, and you're going to attract more people, and you're going to be able to vibe with more people. So that's something that I definitely want to do, is definitely educate myself. Number 7, do things I don't want to do. So by doing things I don't want to do is going to bed early than I want to, reading when I don't feel like it, working out when I don't feel like it, eating healthy when I don't feel like it, not hanging out with the girl that I really want to, but I got to do it. I got to make those sacrifices, because if I don't make those sacrifices, I'm not going to get to where I want to be in life. And too often, we're not doing the things that we don't want to do. So it's very important to do what you want to do to get to where you want to be in life. And by me doing that, I also have to practice what I preach. Number 8 is keeping myself busy. I often at times end up being on Instagram way too long, or I end up just not doing anything. So I really want to keep myself busy, like keep constantly doing something instead of nothing, constantly, listening to podcasts, or listening to audiobooks, or walking, journaling, just keeping myself busy, man, because when I keep myself busy, I distract myself. And that's definitely something that I want to do, because when I don't keep myself busy, I sometimes get lost in my thoughts. Number 9, this is something that I battled with a lot, especially when there's times when I don't get no play, is not watching porn. I want to fully commit from the rest of my life not to watch any porn, because I feel like porn dilutes your mind. It gives us like an expectation of how sex should be with our partner, instead of our partner, and me just like making it pure, like doing our own thing instead of trying to imitate somebody else. And it's just demonic and toxic, and it's definitely something that you don't need in your mind. And also it can cause people to cheat as well in relationships, because if they're not enjoying sex with their partner and they're seeing certain things, when they watch porn, they're gonna usually tend to gravitate that with someone else they can find. So definitely don't want to watch porn anymore. I'm willing to be patient. However long I have to be until I have sex, I'm going to be patient. Number 10 is go to bed no later than 10:30. Okay, still got time. Yeah, go to bed no later than 10:30, because I have to wake up really early in the morning. So by me going to bed no later than 10:30, I at least get 7 hours of sleep. I know that usually you don't fall asleep right away. It could maybe take hours. So possibly I might switch from 10:30 to like 9:30. But yeah, definitely, because I remember I used to stay up super, super, super late, especially in my past relationship. My ex, she was just such a night owl, and just stay up just ridiculously late, like where it wasn't even productive, staying up till like 2 in the morning, when it's like, what's the point of that? Like, what's the point of staying up at 2 in the morning? Because you're just increasing more fat in your body. You're gonna eat things you shouldn't eat, and you're gonna wake up groggy in the morning, and you're gonna tend to sleep in half the day just to make up for your 8-9 hours of sleep. So definitely going to bed no later than 10:30. Number 11, staying on top of things. Staying on top of things, because it's very important that I stay on top of the things that I want to do. I stay on track, because if I don't stay on top of the things that I want to do, then I'm not going to be able to get to where I want to be. And my me staying on top of things, I'm really locking in, I'm really honing in. And it's very important that I do that. That's really a goal of mine, to stay on top of things. It's very important, because not a lot of us stay on top of things. A lot of us, we start something but we don't finish it, which I'm going to talk more about that in the next. But it's just, we're not on top of what we're doing. We're end up dropping the ball when we do it. Maybe as a matter of fact, maybe I could explain that a little bit. My bad. So yeah, staying on top of things is like just making sure that you're on top of everything you say you're going to do. And a lot of us, we don't do that. A lot of us, we just get distracted, and, we end up missing one day, of reading, you know what I mean? And then another day and another day. No, you got to stay on top of it. You've got to stay on top of it, guys. Because when you stay on top of things, you're able to control those things. Okay? And where was I at? Yeah. Number 12, being consistent. Very important. Being consistent is something that I lack. Because a lot of us, we start one thing and then we quit. We might do it for a week or 2 weeks and we quit. No, staying consistent. So me being consistent is every day when I wake up, I stretch. I listen to my motivational stuff. I eat breakfast. And I go to work, and then I work out, and I continue not to watch TV until Friday. And I stay on my grind. And that's what me being consistent. Okay? I have to be consistent. Because if I'm not consistent, I'm going to be all over the place. So number 12 is very important, is being consistent, because that's something that I've lacked a lot in my life. I've just started something and I haven't finished. You know what I mean? But I've been very consistent for the past 2 months with my diet, and I'm going to continue that for the rest of my life. Number 13 is surrounding myself with positive people. That's very important, guys, and also for myself, because I haven't always done that. But now I finally realize, who are my real friends and who are my not so-called friends. So I really only hang out with my boy Brian and my boy Jesse and Gavin. Gavin and Jesse are the ones I do the podcast with, and Brian is one of my good friends. So really only 3 friends I really chill with. They're all positive people. They're all driven. They're all handling their business. And those are the type of people that I like to surround myself with. So that's number 13. Number 14 is learning to forgive those who have done me wrong. That's very hard for me, especially right now. My past relationship. What my ex had did, I'm still trying to forgive her, but it's very hard to forgive her, especially for the way that the breakup happened, because it didn't need to go down like that. And I didn't feel like she really fought for the relationship. I don't feel like she really tried. She may say she tried to make it work, but I feel like she just gave up and allowed her ego to ruin it. And I'm trying to forgive her, especially when I tried to talk to her and she just wasn't having it, and the way she went about it. That's very hard for me to forgive, because when you love someone and they end up breaking your heart, it's hard for you to forgive them. But like I said, I took it on the chin, but I'm still trying to forgive her. I'm also still trying to forgive my daughter's mom for the stuff that she has said and put me through, and my family through as well. I'm trying to do that. I'm also trying to forgive those, like my previous employer, the way that I got fired. I'm trying to forgive them. But like I said, it's hard. But that's the only way to move forward, is through forgiveness. So that's one thing I will work on. Number 15 is not allowing the people to take me out of my element. A lot of my life, I've had people bring me down, try to get in my head. And I'm not trying to sound like a victim for telling you this, but yeah, so I tend to stoop down to their level. But now I've learned that doesn't have anything to do with me. That's all on them. They're hurting. They're mad. They're upset. So I'm not going to allow them to take me out of my element. I'm going to remain center. So I'm not going to take it to heart. I'm going to keep my composure. Let them talk their shit. I'm going to be fine. So that's, like I said, one thing that I'm really going to work on is not allowing people to take me out of my element. Because when people can't get in your head, they can't get you to stoop down to their level, they can't control you. Number 16 is limiting the amount of time on social media. Yes, social media for me was a big problem, because I would spend a lot of time on social media. Spend hours hours, especially with, like when I was at work during the summer, just constantly on social media bullshitting. But recently I've just posted my football podcast, and I posted my YouTube video and inspirational stuff, and then I'm off. So that's really what I'm trying to work on, is really limiting my amount of time on social media. Number 17 is reading about 3-4 books this year. Now, right now I'm listening to an audiobook called The Way of the Superior Man. Pretty much it talks about the way the feminine and masculine energy come together as one. It's a pretty good book. I like it so far. It's something that you really have to pay attention to. But one thing that was really cool about it was like one of the chapters really talked about like doing something that like your dead dad wanted you to do. And it's like doing like an activity that reminds you of your father. So it helps you remain masculine. Or also sexual polarity, which means like the sexual power between the feminine and masculine together. So that's a good book. It definitely will help you understand feminine energy, and as well help you understand masculine energy as well. Number 18 is being more wise with my money. Yes. In the past, I've spent a lot of money on things I shouldn't. Like, this is part of a chain right here. A Jesus piece cost $1,100. I spent thousands of dollars on shoes, hundreds of dollars on vintage clothes. And if I would just be more wise with my money, I'd have a lot more money. So this year I'm really trying to be wise with my money so I don't blow it. So that's something that I'm trying to push myself to do. Number 19 is time management. I'm trying to get better with my time management. I'm trying to manage my time better because I'm not the greatest at it. I'm not the greatest of, just being aware of my time. Often at times I lose track of my time and I lose focus. So I'm not managing my time very well. And that's something I'm trying to get better at, managing my time. And then number 20, the last one, is be grateful. I'm trying to be grateful, and I want to be grateful because I'm alive. I have a house, I got a beautiful daughter, I'm in shape, I got a loving mom, got a loving family, got a cool dog. Right, Rosie? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be more grateful because there's a lot of people who don't have what I have. And I'm grateful. And that's what I'm trying to be each and every day, is when certain things aren't going the way that I want, I'm still grateful. So anyways, guys, I hope y'all liked the video. Let me know what y'all's 2023 goals are. Make sure to like and subscribe once again. You can follow me on Instagram, realgood_Doty. If you ever just want to chop it up, if you're maybe going through something, shoot me a DM or something. As of now, I don't charge or nothing, but once I, blow up on this YouTube, then, that's a different story. But anyways, guys, I love y'all. I'm out.